Hey yo, make sure you check that exclusive 2-hour Gen Pop podcast interview with the bro DeHaven. You feel what I'm saying? Marcy Memoirs, Marcy Legend. You feel me? Interview is crazy, baby. Crazy. We talking Brooklyn history. A lot of dudes may have never heard of in their life. You heard? And that's flaxseed oil. Make sure you check that. Leave a comment. Let it be known you rep that pop. Hey yo, Brownsville, Brooklyn, we in the building like fire alarms and sprinkler systems. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you check out that new single coming out soon, BK Panamami, featuring your boy LAZ. You feel me? This joint is called Don't Ask. It's fire. It's fire. It's a hit single. That's a fact. Go follow BK Panamami on Instagram. Tell a Z-Man Suicide Polo with the Ski Man sent you. 11212 gang. You already Snow Bunny. Shout out to the bro Ebron. You heard? Brownsville, Brooklyn. Rikers Island legend. Now I mean, if you ain't checked that playlist, Correction Officer Ebron, go to that playlist and it'll be every episode that we dropped so far. It's about 5 or 6 or something like that. Make sure you go check that playlist. Make sure you check that new and recent episodes playlist with about 250 new episodes on there. Yurt? Get at me.
Well, I'm going to tell you, like I said, at any time, it'll get busy in that motherfucker. If you in the mess hall and they pop off, you better play the wall, nigga. You better play the wall. Because when it's war, what is it good for? After losing nothing, it's on, nigga. On and popping in that mess hall. Niggas tell you, and I'm going back in the 80s, Lance. I'm going back in the 80s. When it was on, it was on. You get hit with cheers, trays, every motherfucker, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, milk, anything. It was on and popping, nigga. Straight up, niggas pulling out their shit like you in that motherfucking Gladiator movie. Why you think back then they gave us vests? It was on, motherfucker. It was on. We had to wear stab vests, nigga. So if I gotta wear a stab vest, you think I ain't gonna be suited, booted? You know what I'm saying? That's why them niggas know. You got your gun? I got a gun for your motherfucking ass. And they know I wasn't playing. Straight up. Fuck all that. Bone crushing, nigga. Still playing. Straight up. Sworn like Star Wars, motherfucker. You wanna play?
You said you was walking around Rikers Island with an inmate inmate banger?
Yo, son, inmate banger, my banger. My whole team had bangers. Well, I tell you, we was crazy, motherfucker. They already knew. Niggas already knew. We up seeing, nigga. This how real you do it back in the 80s. You a nigga get into his bangers drop. Look at him. Take that motherfucking banger. Go ahead, nigga, what? How bad you want it? Everybody ain't built like that, though, man. You gotta be a beast in that motherfucker. Straight up. I was like a psycho movie in that motherfucker. Word up, for real.
You said somebody pulled the bang out on you before and you pulled your shit out?
Nigga, when he pulled that banger out, and then that's something normal back in the 80s. You know, nigga pull the banger out, just start laughing. So nigga, you don't want this. When I pull it out, they be like, okay, here you go. I ain't fucking with you. You damn right. And give me your shit. I'm gonna let you slide this time. This body's on me, nigga. Straight up. You think I got respect just for talking? You can't only talk, you gotta walk that walk, nigga. You gotta put that work in, nigga. You gotta put that work in. So much work, you can't tell all the work you did, nigga. But they know. They know. Straight up. They know how much work you put in. The ones that been in there, they'll tell you. Shadow. I talked to Shadow this week. You know, Shadow. You feel me? VI, Uptown. You know, I'm naming names because I talked to these brothers. And we've been talking lately, you know. Fuquan, you know what I'm saying? It's on. Born Son. You know, Born Son called me, yo, E, man, why you didn't tell him the time that I worked suicide for you, E? Yo, Born Son, I'll sing your story. Oh, the day I took over Brownsville and all of that. But you didn't tell the day that you went and got all the being fucked up, nigga. And he still laughing. Yo, you still remember that? Yeah, I remember that, nigga. I'll come up in there, born son, I suicided. One of my officers, highborn son, born son. Remember I tell you when niggas was taking Frosted Flakes and all that?
Mm-hmm.
Born son, no. He was part of the team. Born son, no. Go up in it. So, son, sometimes they look like they didn't even know who I was. Yo, E, what's up, E? Long time no see. I was like, yo, what the fuck wrong with y'all niggas? Born son that got the whole fucking being hot at nighttime. Came in, my whole being was blasted. Yo, you know you blasted, Les, when everybody got up for breakfast and nobody want to get up for lunch. Them niggas go. They get up after lunch. When it's time for me to go, now they hungry. They want their jelly and that cereal and all that shit. I'm looking at you. Yo, I'm like, yo, y'all gave me a boring day, or y'all niggas was knocked the fuck out, talking out your head. Your boy son had that shit. Boy son. That's the story of boy son. Got C-74 being high, nigga. Yeah. Ain't that crazy? But see, I'm gonna tell you, the problem now is the fucking cameras, son. You always ask me, it ain't safe in jail, niggas. Them cameras did not make the jail safe. They made it worse. They made it worse. That's my opinion. Everybody got their own opinion. But
why you say that? Why you say it made it worse?
Made it worse because they came up with a rule. If an inmate cut another inmate, stab an officer, or anything, and he do that and drop his weapon, it's over. You can't do nothing. You can't touch him. And that's how they was getting away with all that bullshit. Back in the days, ain't no camper, nigga. You stab a nigga, you getting it, nigga. You cut a nigga, you get it. It's war, nigga. Gladiator school, nigga. Straight up. Got another one. Straight up. No motherfucking joke. No motherfucking joke. I had this guy back in the 80s called Jody Allen. I see him up to the day. He was one of the ones they started the red ID card. That's my man. I was talking to him, about 3 days ago. And I see him, and I'm like, man, you made it out. He was like, yeah, I know, man. And he really did make it out there because he was a predicate. You understand? That motherfucker, he could not go nowhere if he wasn't shackled and chained. Shackled, because everywhere he went, he was cutting niggas. Blah, 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 blah. You would hear about 20 or 30 alarms. Blah, blah, blah. And half of them was his. You look at that nigga wrong, slaves. You say something wrong to that nigga, slaves. Yo, he just lost his fucking brain. He lost his brain. So he was doing it to all the officers. The warden said, yo, Ebron, you good with him. You had Allen in your ping. Whenever he get escorted, can we call you and you escort him? I said, yeah, I escort him. Every time I escort my man, we be talking. And he knew I had to save him. Because he got the shackles, he done did so much dirt. He got shackles on his legs, shackles on the arm. He got the gloves now where he can't cut nobody. And, we doing the penguin walk. And he said he feels safe when I'm with him because he know I ain't going to let nobody touch him. I ain't going to let nobody touch him. Straight up. I ain't going to let nobody touch him. And he know that. That's what he feels safe, the warden feels safe. But the moment they don't call me or whatever, that warden ain't there to give the order or the death, they let somebody else take him, somebody gets slashed. Slash. Straight up. Like I said, I had niggas that had 400, 600 days in the pain. Straight up. No joke. No joke. They lived there. That being saved lives, son. Because like I told you before, the same brother you stabbed today, you're going to see him tomorrow, and they ain't got no segregation unit. It's on and popping again, and you might die this time around. That's right. There's no consequences, nigga. But when we was working, it was truth and consequences, nigga. It's on and popping. It's war. What is to live for? Absolutely nothing. Yeah. Straight up, man. For real, war. War, it's no joke, man. No joke. Them brothers going to Rikers Island now, they playing with their life. They playing with their life. I'm gonna tell you, straight up. They playing with their life. They playing with their life. Cause I'm gonna tell you, I keep it real, Les. I was listening to Yellow's story when he first went to the state penitentiary and how scared he was, and he just said the right shit. All the right shit he was feeling is normal shit. It's normal shit, son. Straight up. Like before when I was telling you inmates were shitting on themselves. We had some new jacks that came in shitting on themselves. They didn't even want the job. They were one day, I see them doing it in their chill at the end of the day. I can't do this. I can't do this. They turn this shit right in. I seen niggas do like 2 years and turn their shit in. They can't do it. They can't handle it. You know, in my mind, I just make a song for every shit I get into. I can't handle it. I can't handle it. You ain't seen nothing like it. Word. That's how I was in there, son. I was in there, Les. I ever tell you, walk through the holes. Word. Walk through the holes, you be like venom in that motherfucker. That's right. For real. You already know you've been in it. They know we got our bangers. They see our bangers. The real niggas can do that, you know what I'm saying? The real niggas do that because they be like, yo, you see them right there? That's what they say. You see them right there? You know? My man Fontaine, oh my God. Woo! Fontaine, I love you, baby. We used to run them motherfucking halls, son. Straight up. Fontaine, Big Ball, all of us. Yo, Big Miller, I'm telling you, on and popping. You know what I'm saying? Babbing. Yo, son, it was on. You know what I'm saying? Remember I told you about my boy that was in there chilling. And he was a lamb. He was a lamb. But when he left the jail, he was a lion. Because like you said, they sent innocent people in there. They sent innocent people in there and turn them into beasts. They never did a crime in their life. They just got caught up in something and didn't want to snitch or whatever. But they get caught and they wind up. Then once you in there, it's the art of survival, nigga. Art of survival. Straight up. Straight up. Art of survival. Every time shit happens, I gotta go on vacation. I'm out there in Bushwick. This kid named Sammy, they call him Fat Sam, from Bushwick running shit. I bring that nigga up because I saw everybody out there beating him up. Sam, big dude. I said, yo, Sam, man, don't let them niggas fuck with you like that, son. I said, I got your back, son. Don't worry about it. Don't let them niggas fuck with you like that. After I told that nigga, I put that battery in that nigga back, Fat Sam was ridiculous. He became a monster. You know why, Les? Because he was a fat kid, you know? He wasn't fat, but he was like, how can I say, he was built like Heavy D. You know how Heavy D is? Like that. But he was chunky. And your son, I told him, get it on. Every time Sammy got it on, he was dropping one of them niggas. Bang, bang, bang. And I was like, yeah, they ain't gonna mess with you no more. They start calling him Crazy Fat Sam. Crazy Fat Sam. And they be like, yo, what you told him, man? Ever since he been with you, he's somebody different. I said, yeah, because niggas are picking on him. He's tired of that shit, so I'm showing him how to do it. So I'm showing that nigga how to do it. Straight up. And then one day I'm out, and I find out that he got locked up. I'm out on my shoulder. I heard he got locked up, man. I said, oh, shit. Then they tell me he get cut. Now, Sam, he's a big white boy, look like Puerto Rican, he mixed. He looked white. And I always knew, you know, you go in there like that. Yo, around in the 80s, the odds was against you, nigga. Straight up. And sure enough, they caught that nigga. I heard he got cut, sliced on his face, and I went crazy in my house. I couldn't even get to him. I'm like, whoa. I made a couple of phone calls. Said, yo, I heard they cut my boy, man. Go up there and check him on. But what happened, some old delinquent nigga ran up on him, and he had a busted razor. So instead of the razor giving him like a full $150 or 30 or 80, it was like a rusty razor that just gave him a scratch. You know, just gave him a scratch. Lucky him, because that could have been terror squad right there. But when I found out, I came back from we in that jail, I went and got Fat Sammy, and all my officers already had took him, because I already made the phone call. I took him out, I brought him to the bing. Said, yo, this is Fat Sammy, yo. I raised this. Everybody starts showing Fat Sam love. Make sure I know Fat Sam all over C-74. That's Ebron's son. You already know. He good. Up till today, Fat Sammy is still good. He been lucky, but he's still good. You know what I'm saying? He's still good, son. Still good. I love him to death, man, because I took him, he got locked up, made sure he got out, made sure he stayed right. But I can lead you to the water, but I can't let you drink it. You know, I can't make you drink it. So he's out there on his own. I know you hear me, Fat Sam. Keep your head up. Keep doing what you're doing. Try to stay out of jail, niggas. Jail is not for popping no more, man. Straight up. Jail is not popping. Not popping at all. Straight up.
Because when you say you went to the plug, but I'm saying like, and I know you said that was unauthorized. But was y'all tight like this, where you feel like, nigga, that's the people's, I could go to the plug?
And you just said, if I was locked up, what would it take? What would it take?
Ask you?
A visit, right? Yo.
And we was locked up at that time?
Oh, I was in Jersey locked up.
And he was in Jersey at that time?
Nah, these